Well, I think comparing, China hosting, dozens of heads of states compared to, European regional bilateral relations is a fantastic example of how Europe has lost the game and has lost its upper hand in Africa. It's game over. Sorry, it's game over. Merkel essentially was in Africa. Yes, okay, to push manufacturing jobs and maybe the odd investment project here and there, but that pales compared to what China does on a continental scale, not only in Africa, but in Eurasia, on the Eurasian landmass and all across the world.
You had that EU-Africa summit last
Merkel
December.
was in West Africa too. Yes, but Merkel, if you're talking about the Merkel and May visit specifically, Merkel is out there to curb immigration. That was her #1 priority, is how can we stop this hemorrhage of people coming into Europe and causing all this social tension in Germany, and how she can find ways of subcontracting responsibility for that into poorer countries like Greece and others in Turkey, in the Mediterranean. And May essentially is now reaching out because she's desperate for partners because of Brexit. So what we're really seeing is, sort of individual European countries dealing with their specific national agenda, fine. Whereas China is working on a whole other scale. It has a vision for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years. The entire planet is involved and has a role to play in that vision. It's not what Britain is offering Africa when it goes to Africa. That is not what Merkel is offering Africa when she goes to 3 countries. China is a very different kind of player. It's a sign that we fully enter, a China-centric world order. That does not mean that China will be the only sort of hegemonic power. It doesn't mean that the US has lost its hegemonic position. It means we're in a very critical time of hegemonic transition. We hopefully will move to a multi-power system where there'll be different centers of power. China and East Asia will certainly be a fundamental and crucial center of gravity. And that is, I think, essentially what this means.